Do you know how to apply the Thomas splint? So stay with me in this video. This is what will form our discussions of our topic today. And as you can see, it should be coordinated. Remember this, the patient has sustained a fracture, so it's important for us to ensure that whatever we're doing is well coordinated. Now let me take you through the steps. Of course, the first thing after you assess, if you have a partner, you want this person to do a manual stabilization as you continue with your assessment. Remember, just like in any other long bone fracture, that you don't want to apply it when you have other injuries on that splint, or on that leg, sorry. So you have to ensure that there's no other injury, and then once you confirm that, then apply the Thomas splint. This is after assessing all the legs and you've done the assessment, the pelvic area, there's no injury. So as you're applying it, it should be coordinated this way. Remember, we don't want any pain to that injured site, so ensure that the team is doing it in a well collaborated way, so that this patient does not feel any pain. So the first thing is apply it as shown or as demonstrated here. So once it is in place, the next thing is you want to make an ankle hinge so that it will help you to do the manual traction. As you can see, they're doing the ankle hinge in this so that they can apply, so that they can do the traction to that leg. Okay. As you can see, they're applying the ankle hinge, and after that, then they'll do the traction. Remember, this can also, if you don't have the Thomas splint, a Saga splint can also be used. All the indication and contraindication of Saga splints are the same to the Thomas splint. As you can see, that's how the traction should be performed. Ensure that you pull the leg so that now when you're doing that, you're doing the traction, and then you want to maintain it in that position. Okay, and that's how the traction is being applied. As remember, you cannot tract a leg when you have more than one fracture, even if it's closed. Remember, traction splint should be applied to a closed injury only. Don't apply it in an open injury, and if you have any injury to the joint, it should not be applied. As you can see, this is how the Thomas splint should be done. And after you're done, you want to check for the CSM, that is sensory, motor, and circulation to both legs. And again, you can also use